right, what's going on? Long time since I've made one of these, but wanted to go over a case study and also teach this process. A lot of people don't go into the nitty gritty of an e-commerce promotion, and so I wanted to go through an e-commerce promotion that was launched with this company that did $537,000 in 4 days, and kind of what that plan looked like, what the whole team did, and just kind of everything that was involved. I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was unique, or actually, I thought there was something in here. There is something in here that is one thing that most people never do with promotions, but the only time I've ever seen promotions go really, really well, or sales or big events, is if they do this one thing. And most people don't do it at all, which is crazy to me because it seems in marketing like a common thing when you start to look at how big companies market. So, but most small don't. So getting into it, I want to show the stats real quick first. So I'm gonna make my face small. For the 4 days I'm talking about would have been the 5 days, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 days we apply, we did 537,000 in sales. And yeah, I'm going to show you pretty much what the strategy is, and you can keep this. I have a Google Doc that I'm just going to share with you guys in terms of how to essentially go about doing this. So, number one, the first thing we did, we had a BOGO offer. We had an offer that we know you got to come up with a good offer, something that is going to be enticing, whether it's a discount, but it's got to be enough of a discount that actually means something. That's not like, oh, 10% off. Like, it has to be a good offer, something that people, even yourself, will be like, you'd be like, yeah, I want to buy this. Like, it has to be powerful. It has to be something that will make people want to actually buy. So it's got to be good. That's number one. You got to come up with the offer, whatever that is, whether you're adding bonuses, like all of those things, come up with the offer. Number two, and again, I'm going to make this simple because it doesn't have to be complicated. To make $537,000, it wasn't complicated. It did take work, but it wasn't complicated. This isn't complicated. Number two, you need to plan out the dates and the launch plan. So what that means is, number one, you need to know the dates of when the sale actually starts. You need to know the dates of when you're going to start promoting it. And you need to know the dates of when the last day is, how long it goes. So you just set the date. So for us, the dates were, when we're looking at the calendar, we started promoting 2 weeks before, so we knew the 11th, important date. We had to have all of the promotion assets done by the 11th. So the 11th is when we're going to start promoting. The 25th is when the sale goes live, and that goes until the 29th at midnight. So those are our 3 dates. Pick the 3 dates, the essentially promotion date, the launch date, and then the end date, because those are there's going to be assets you need for each one of those particular things. So launch or promotion date, where we start promoting this promotion or this sale, starts the 11th. And that's the big thing here that most people miss out on. And here's the key. If there's one thing you get from this video, here's the key. Like, do this one thing, you'll make a shit ton of money. I have to bleep that, so please bleep that, whoever's editing this. But when you go see a movie in the movie theater, the big launches, how many previews do you see beforehand typically? Lots, right? They build it sometimes a year in advance, years in advance. They build the hype. They start building anticipation. They have PR releases coming up to it. They have social media. They have the actors start going on different shows. They have the previews come out. They have YouTube. They run ads. They have people talking about it. They build up to the event. Most people, when they run a sale, like Black Friday or something like that, they don't build up what the offer is going to be before the event. They don't tease anything. And when you don't tease, you don't have that built up anticipation, which creates the launch of success. It is just like with anything, with no build up, just like a movie. Imagine a movie without a build up in it, a build up to the climax. Without any build up, you guys aren't building up your sales. And if you just do that one thing, even just a little bit, your sales will double, triple, quadruple. Like, they're going to be phenomenal. Like, we would have made 1/10 the money if we just had a sale that was launched on Memorial Day and went, you know what, boom, here's our sale, Memorial Day sale, go, 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 buy, 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 buy. And it happened Memorial Day, and then it ended the 29th. So we had the 20th. If we just did a promotion where we just said we're going to start promoting the 25th through the 29th, would have made it 1/10 the sales. What really makes a good promotion and a good sale or a good launch is how you build it up. That's the key, and just building it up, teasing it, getting people excited about it, because then when it happens, there is all this pent-up potential energy that, boom, actually creates sales. And it's the same. If you just look at the movie industry in particular, I like that analogy, because you can, if you just study what they do, you'll be like, oh, I should probably try doing something like this. I should build up like this. That's why their launches are successful. Study that, how they build things up, how the best movies really build intrigue and build anticipation before it happens. Even think this can relate to anything. If you're excited about going to Disneyland, it's about the build up there. It's not just about the event. It's the excitement of building. That's even when it comes to relationships and women. Typically with sex, it's really for them about the build up. There's a lot of fun in that build up, that anticipation. So what we did was plan out those 3 dates. So the promotion, when we start promoting the promotion, so the build-up time, the actual date, and then the last date. Then you need to figure out what assets are needed, and you plan out, build the day-by-day map of the campaign. Now this is easy. Again, I don't want to overcomplicate this, so I don't want people to get confused. I'm just going to build out a whiteboard here. So what that looks like is have day 1, D1. Let's say this is that start of promotion date, launch. You have your email. We have our ads. This is what we did. We have our social post. We have our blog. All of the different assets. Sorry, that's really bad. All right, that's happening. Oh, that's moving me. Let me make me small. All right, boom. Boom. That's day 1. And then day 2. If there's anything, or day 4 of promotion, if we're going to change things, add teaser number 2, trailer number 2, ad 2 gets released, whatever that promotion is. It could be to where ad 1 is, guys, we have a special Memorial Day promotion. We're going to be talking about it this tomorrow. We're going to be launching out the details. That's anticipation right there. Those people are going to be like, oh, whoa, I wonder what it is. It sounds like it's going to be big. You could be like, it's going to be one of the biggest things we've ever done. It's huge, blah, 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 blah. All that stuff, building anticipation. Then they're like, they just want to know what the hell you're going to be promoting. And then it gets to the next thing, and then you're like, guys, here's what we're going to be doing. If you are interested in we're going to be having a Memorial Day sale. You can sign up early now. The only people that get access is sign up to this. And that's what we did. So our plan was essentially day 1, we were going to launch ads, social media posts, and everything to an opt-in that made people opt in for this sale. So everybody did get access, but we sent them from ads and other traffic sources to an opt-in to opt in for that sale. So it was name, email, number. And the first 2 weeks leading up, all of the ads that were running for those 2 weeks sent to an opt-in, which was building up, which was building a list. So we had cold traffic go to it, which converted. We had warm traffic go to it, meaning people that were already in our ecosystem, but then also people we had never promoted to, just talking about, hey, for our products, we're going to have this special on Memorial Day. It's going to be a BOGO. If you want access to the BOGO deal, opt in now. That way you can get access before we run out of stock or whatever that is. So however you want to add the urgency and scarcity there. So all 2 weeks, all of the assets, all of the ads were about building up and sending to that opt-in page. Then after that, let's pretend now this is 2 weeks in, 2 weeks, it's launch day. Now all of a sudden all of these ads shift to promoting the offer. Like, guys, it's live. 24 hours, we have 4 days. Memorial Day sale is live. If you want XYZ, go get it now. Buy now. We had emails, text, ads, everything now going live to the actual sale where they can get the discount and how to get it. So after those 2 weeks of promotion, so we'll go back here. After those first 2 weeks of just promoting it right here, so 1-2 weeks, when we got to the 25th, everything switched over across all channels, Google ads, YouTube ads, influencers, all that stuff. Everything we did, all of those different traffic sources, and again, you can use any types of traffic source you want to build this up and then start promoting. But right when that happens, then it stopped going to an opt-in to sign up for the sale if they want access to the sale, to the sale is live. And now at this point, we obviously have the people that signed up for the sale that really wanted access. Those people were pushing hard too, extremely hard, because they were really interested. But then we're also taking the sale and even, again, putting it out to cold traffic, putting it out to warm people, putting it out to people that maybe didn't opt in because they didn't want to, but we're still pushing it out to those people as well. And then lastly, the last date, you typically want to have last chance ads, last chance email, like urgency. So there's obviously 2 emails going out each day during this. You had text going out, ads that were live the whole time on every single platform, omni-channel there. And then again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Typically what's going to happen is you'll see, even like you saw here, you can kind of see it's spike right when it happens, goes into this kind of medium spot, and then a spike on the last day. And that's typically what you see with promotions like this. And so for that as well, you typically want a last day, some sort of last day messaging. Really hit the urgency, like this is your last chance. This opportunity is not going to come again. Crazy discounts, crazy BOGO. And just push people to get that. And if you do that, really, if you do the build up, what causes the success in a sale like this in those 4 days is the build up. That's really where you're going to see a lot of the money, because even the people that don't opt in were built up to anticipate the sale. So again, once you build the dates, then you build the map of, okay, day 1 we're doing this, day 14 we're switching over to this, day 15 these ads are going live, day 16, and you're just mapping it out exactly like this, like 1, 2, 3. Map that out so you know and it doesn't have to be day by day, because for us, things weren't changing every day. We did have an email going out and those type of things, but that was every 2 days. And so it doesn't have to be super complicated there. But just plan that out of what you want it to be. And there isn't a perfect structure for that. It's just consistency and having something there that you know how it's progressing. Then I would say you need to plan out the assets. So before the date, we had started preparing for this over a month in advance before the sale went live to make sure we had all of the things we needed by the 11th. All of the assets by the 11th. Now we did have some assets that were delivered in terms of like when the ads went live a little bit later that were meant to push people to the site. But that was okay, because again, we had these 2 weeks as like a buffer. We just needed all of the promotion assets for those weeks. So then after that, you actually kind of like launch everything. So once you kind of have the plan, the blueprint made, you need to do the build up and the anticipation. So the first week, we made ads to the sign up. And again, I'm just re-explaining this. So if I'm making it really, really simple, first week, first 2 weeks, whatever your build up time is, ads go to a sign up for people that want to opt into the sale. Hey, if you want access to the sale, opt in, and we'll send you'll get first priority, or get it before the stock's out, or get it whatever that is, that urgency. But have the build up happen. Then you need to make the ads and the assets this is actually when you have to build the assets. Since we have the plan now, we got to build the assets. So build the ads for the sign up part, the anticipation part. So build the previews, the teasers, then the opt-in, whatever it is you're going to be sending traffic to build up. It can be a VSL, it can be whatever you want it to be. Then make the ads for when the sale is live, because you're going to need ads for when the sale is live. It's basically, hey guys, go get it now. The sale is live, time to take action, all that kind of stuff. So that type of messaging. And then you have ads for the last day. I like to always have a kind of a separate messaging for the last day as well, even though you're promoting during each day, and you have emails that are talking about building up and texts that are being like, hey, 3 days left, 2 days left, all that kind of stuff. But last day emails do really good, last day texts, last day ads. So I like to build something there for the last day as well, just to get a final push. And that's that. I don't want to overcomplicate it. You can take this. I'm just going to make this like a little Google Doc that you can download below if you want. Go through and check off when you have it done. Go like, okay, I did that, 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 I did that. And yeah, go through this and launch and see how your next sale does just by building anticipation. That's really the key to this. If you have one takeaway, have that anticipation period. Don't just launch a sale. Really build it up well, just like a movie does. So anyway, this has been long enough. I hope the point's driven. I hope it's simple enough, because things that are complicated typically don't get done. And if you look at the greats of anything, great sales, great athletes, it's typically doing the fundamentals well. So this isn't complicated, but you just want to do the fundamentals well. This is kind of like fundamental of marketing and building anticipation and having fun. So yeah, try this on your next one. See how much it skyrockets your sale. And this doesn't have to just be e-commerce too. This works for anything, any launch or promotion.